roses are red, demons are scary, your mama's fat, and also quite hairy. Just a snippet of some of the witty banter to come in Disciple 2's later levels. Hello everyone, it's me, YesterQuest, back with another Raxus is secretly the main party leader, but shh, don't tell Mango, episode of Disciples 2, the Legions of the Damned campaign. We're doing reasonably well, we're fighting back battles on both sides of these kind of fronts here. Dwarves on one side, Empire on the other. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Disciples 2. Sorry, going off on multiple tangents. I ended my turn just before I started recording there. Not a great deal happened with the Empire. They just milled around a bit, sticking to the city. In terms of the Dwarves, sad times awaited Mud Crab as this little twat pops out. Sorry, I didn't quite have him selected there. Burton pops out of the city and killed her. So we shall have our revenge, don't worry. And I think that's about it. Not a great deal else happening. We found an abandoned temple, which is intriguing, but potentially deadly. As I think we still need to do a little bit of running around, levelling up, and general tomfoolery. Now, because we lost Mud Crab, I think I'm going to have to... Or am I? 390 gold? Yeah, I'm going to have to. Let's bring out the Baroness again. You can be Bizik this time, actually. There we go. There's Bizik. It can be reborn in the usual sex change-tastic manner as a Baroness. He was a Duke in the last mission, so, you know, in keeping with the usual Disciples way, we'll have someone who's gender bending, as always. It's always fun to see. Mango, we're going to lead back, and I think we might have a quick look to see what's up here. I'm still quite desperate for a shop to sell some of that crap. Shall we have a pop at Burton? I don't think we can quite reach him. In this episode, sorry, not this episode. I always keep on drawing these episodes short. I do apologise. In this turn, I do apologise. There we go. Let's bring Mango up and round. The curiosity's just got the better of me, and I also want to see who this is, because I think they've been using this party to take care of the giants that's been spewing forth. So let's investigate. I'm just too damn curious. There's the giant. Who have we got in here? Ooh, hello. We've got some rather powerful units. Let's have a look at this guy. It's an Inquisitor. Long devoted to the task of eradicating evil, the Inquisitor attacks with holy force and is not affected by mind-based attacks. And they ain't shitting me. Look at that immunity to mind-based spells and damage. Does 75 damage with a mace. It's essentially a nicer version of the Anti-Paladins because he's got the mind immunity. Let's have a look at this Patrick Moore type character up here. It's a Hierophant. Hierophant's devotion is such that he can revive dead warriors through ceremony. Quite what that ceremony involves, no idea. And he can heal 120 damage to one unit and also revive dead units in battle. It's such a tantalizing ability, but you do sacrifice sacrifice that for just affecting one unit rather than more. I don't think we've got enough power to kill him in this turn. I think what I'm going to do, just in case we have a runner, I'm going to try and take down the leader. We haven't got a runner, got that confirmed. Oh, they're very much going for Mango there. I'm going to go balls out and try and take down this guy. That's nasty. I'm going to actually get the other Anti-Paladin to wait, because I think if both these attacks hit, we should have enough to take down the Inquisitor. What do we do? This is good. What's this guy going to do? He's reviving the leader, which we can instantly kill again. Fantastic. Now this is probably the best time for us to go for the Hierophant. Probably could have gone for the marksman to reduce the damage incoming to Mango, but it's pretty by the way, now Mango's normally fine in most battles, so he'll have plenty of time to heal up. And 151 XP. Thank you kindly. Where's the pop? I was being silent there because I was expecting a pop-up telling me all the riches and valuables that I've stolen from that man's corpse, but sadly that's not the case. But a couple of primitive giants incoming. I'm wondering if this is some sort of scripted event in order for them to take over the town of Salonia, but time will tell. In terms of Astaroth, I think we've got another dwarf incoming, which is exceedingly annoying because we're going to have to pull Astaroth back again. So let's do that, and I think what we're going to have to do is spend a little bit of mana on a Hellhound illusion just to do a bit more scouting in this direction. Actually, this looks like a city. There's a wee shield there. Let's have a look. No prizes for guessing who's going to be garrisoned here. Yes, it's lots of fabulous undead with just a lone skeleton champion there. It's a bit sad. No ruin though, so, you know, we would have wasted our time somewhat getting Astaroth there. I don't know why I'm doing this, it's just make the Hellhound look busy. There we go, it's fine. Mango, you're fine. Astaroth is fine. Raxus is very fine, and Bizik is all done, I think, as well. So that's the end for this turn. A pathetically small amount of action from the rival lords. Everyone just seemed to run off, including the primitive giants. They just ran off in that direction and that direction, so you don't have to worry about them. So we're free to do a little bit of tidying up and undo some of the horrible work that the rod planters have done, and do a little bit more exploring, I think. I did find that I'm going to skip you actually. What's the guard button? There it is, guard. That means so he won't be included in the cycle, hopefully, anymore. Mango will wait till we've done with Astaroth, because this little dwarf seems to be a little bit cocky and is trying to get the gold mine, which is approximately 5 centimeters from the capital. So, goodbye to you. Yes. I'm rethinking the strategy, and I'm going to use... I think I'm going to use Astaroth and send him a little bit further north, just to stop the flow of dwarves coming through, because that tends to be non-stop, as you'd expect, and just generally annoying, really. In terms of what we're doing with Raxus, I don't really know, actually. I might get him to take down this thief, in which case I might even send this possessed on the back line, just so he can preserve himself and get a little bit of healing. Well, not healing during the battle, but give him the opportunity to heal, let's just say. This is going to be pretty straightforward, so let's end this like that. Had a few shots at that middle possessed, but that's not the end of the world. I think we're still in pretty good shape. I'm slightly concerned that he's a bit too close to that Tunson's Hall garrison now, but we'll find out what happens. It'll be fine. Managed to make him survive this far, so this is not too bad. Let's go a little bit further forward. Still very much determined to find a shop. Will we find a shop? We found another rod planter, because of course we have, because they're everywhere. These are, as you can see, primitive giants. No, I don't really want to poke that hornet's nest. Let's move him further north. And hallelujah! Here we have a shop. So let's sell the talisman of Vigour for 400 gold. We can sell our old boots now. They go for 80. Celerity's scroll. I'm not particularly bothered about that. Forest straw. I'm not bothered about that either because he's flying unit. And let's just get rid of some of these valuables as well. I think it's probably going to be the best option. Orb of Icefall. Only 120 gold for that. It's quite a good orb as well. Never mind. Obviously would have been worth more if it was a talisman, because they're reusable. I'm getting rid of all these scrolls. I could have actually given them to Raxus in order for him to use, but none of them were particularly useful. I think we're looking good and keep all these buff potions for whatever mysterious battle awaits us. Oh, there's an Orb of Life. Revives dead units, that's quite nice. And we're now rolling in it. And with more than enough money to purchase the Dark Sanctuary. Because I want me a little bit of red velvet hat with small skull accessory action. Now then, because we have this, and the sorcerer needs 1 hit XP to level up, let us get said 1 XP from these group of goblins. And instantly resolve it like that. There we go. There's our demonologist. And we've got shit tons of money to build probably the next 2 upgrade structures, which is happy times for everyone. And I think we're done. So let's end that there. Poor Bizik, we hardly knew ye. Once again, life cut short for this poor little spud. This isn't going to work because he's immune to mind, so we'll give it a try. We'll go down fighting. But I just want it for the record that Bizik fought valiantly and removed 2 enemy rods. Nothing else really happening there in order for me to restart the recording for you, so I'll just save you a little bit of time there because I'm just lovely like that. Let's pop straight into the build structure screen. Actually no, I'm going to just very quickly double check with Mango because you can never be too sure with these 2 space units how much XP they're going to need. He's going to need about 240. He's going to need loads, and he's going to need loads. So it's definitely time to build the upgrade structure for the Moloch, which is the Torment Chapel. There we are. A little bit of lovely tongue action there. And, sorry. And what else was I going to do? Oh yeah, the primitive giants helped us out as the Empire rod planter flew down in this direction, and the primitive giant chased her down and smashed in her skull, which was a delight to behold, I must say. The tower is something I've just realised. I mentioned before that I was going to get Astaroth to investigate, but I think this is the one where I safe scummed and sent Mango in, and then he died a horrible death. So, but not doing that, just for the record. Signo Ventures, of course, yes, indeed, Mango. These orcs look reasonably doable, so let's have a pop at this. I'm wondering what's going to happen with those giants. They seem to be heading towards the Empire Empire Mango, the Empire City. Oh, sorry. Anyway, let's carry on. I've just composed myself. I could just do with a mango for some reason. I don't know why. That's pretty much all the damage we're going to get, I think, in this battle. That's slightly a bit sad that we didn't manage to take down this orc, but it's definitely not going to get another shot at because death is his reward for that. Anyway, there we go. Let's grab this treasure chest, which is a life potion. Marvellous. Let's have another look around. We've got a cliff around here. Some death mana. Oh, hello. I think what looks kind of like the Empire capital. For some reason, the Empire capitals always start with a large density of roads. So that's usually how you can determine where the Empire capital is. I might be proven wrong, as usual, by the Empire capital not being there, but that's what's giving me the notion. I'm going to move... Yeah, I'm going to move Astaroth further up here. I want him just to kind of just mosey on around. I might as well get him to take on these orcs, actually. Should be able to take them on without too much of a bother. Wow, he suffered less damage than I expected. Well done, you. Who's a big boy. Yeah, I just want him around here because this seems to be the passage that all the dwarves have to pass in order to get to the rest of the land. So it seems to make sense that we do that. Raxus? Oh, Raxus. Can you reach this living armor? That, oh yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry, but yeah, Bizik died during that turn as well, yeah. But you saw that. So I'm going to just for the sake of having revenge on for Bizik, send our guys up against the living armor. Because he deserves it, let's face it. Is he going to kill one of our guys? He is, yeah, he's going to kill that possessed. Revenge, backlash there. See, I hope you've learnt your lesson. Revenge doesn't always work. It just gets your men killed. Anyway, this might be enough experience to get these guys leveled up. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But alas, no, it isn't. Which is a bit sad. Anyway, consider yourself revenged. Or avenged. Bizik. Words are hard. And that's the end of the turn. Oh, hello. Action ahoy. We've got 3 primitive giants. Well, 1 just died, but 2 remaining surrounding that Empire City. So if they take that, that's all we have to. That's all we're up against in terms of in order to take Salonia. So they've had a pop. Obviously done. I'm assuming reasonable amount of damage to whatever unit is there. So that's something to keep an eye on. We might seize the opportunity and take advantage of that. Let's see how many XP we've got left for these guys. Not a lot, but 1's died, so we're going to have to send Raxus back here. You didn't miss anything else during the enemy turn? Well, nothing worth mentioning anyway. Just a lot of moseying around. I'm going to send Mango around this side to grab this unguided treasure, which is a portion of strength. Thank you kindly. This is a dead end, so I'm probably going to shy away from just passing straight by the Empire capital, because they do tend to throw a shit ton of spells at you if you do that. And instead going to send Mango back, and I think I'm going to investigate this little party which is going on over here. Ain't no party like a primitive giant party. But what we can do now is build something. Or can we? Because I think we're on to the 3rd level of buildings, which is a little bit unexpected this soon, which is sad because we need 1500 gold in order to build any of them. 1500 for that one. I think what we're going to do in this mission is go down to the Hall of Deceit, which will give us, I was going to show you there, but I'm going to keep you in suspense, a different unit, but it costs the same amount of gold for that upgrade structure, 1500. And we'll go for one of these ones. I might leave that open to the choice of my loyal questers. Do you want me to go down the Unholy Altar or Hellish Portal route? Let me know if you've got any feelings either way. So yeah, no, we can't build anything. It's the outcome of that. Mango, you've spent all your movement points just wandering around aimlessly. The dwarves are sending some units this way, so we're going to use Astaroth to deal with this development. Like so. I think this might just be a thief. Yes, it is. One interesting thing the dwarves are doing is declaring war on the undead, as they took down one of the zombie parties here. This is a very strange formation which is happening here, because it tends to be a little entourage. They don't seem to be moving independently. They seem to be moving as a group. So I don't know whether this is pre-programmed in order for them just to travel around and just cause a little bit of mayhem. So that might be something that we have to keep an eye on. Seems though we don't have any buildings to build, or money in order to build them. Let's pop out another Baroness. I apologise if I've missed anyone's name, but I can't remember anyone off the top of my head who would like the name to be included, so we're going back to Mudcrab. So, me apologies. I do normally keep a list, but the list has disappeared because I'm an imbecile. So we're sending Mudcrab back out, and I think we might get some of this stuff up here, because Mango is guarding the area reasonably well. So I'm feeling quite safe in sending Mudcrab out there. This is us done for this episode. I'm feeling it's getting close to a point where I can actually just start grinding out maybe a level or two with Mango without recording it, because it gets boring. And as much as I enjoy, I'm not a person for grinding in games, I have to say, but doing it in Disciples is it's reasonably enjoyable for me. I don't mind it at all, because you do have to use your wits and available resources in order to do it. So I don't quite mind it in Disciples. So that's a little bit of insight into my psyche, anyway. Oh yes, you found that funny as well, didn't you, Mudcrab? So let's leave this here. I will tell you when I do get to the point or the feeling where I can actually do a bit of grinding without recording it. But for now, we are going to continue on maybe for another episode, see how things go, and then we'll see how we feel after that. So I'll see you in the next episode, Questers. Ta-ta for now.